when you're creating a strategy for your website, you don't need to stuff all of this information down your consumer's throat. If you're thinking about getting a website created and you do have a number of different services and you don't know which ones you actually want to present on there's two things that you can do. Most people that work with us are looking for a website, but what we do is so much more. We do. Welcome to Websites That Convert, the podcast where your website stops being a liability and transforms into your greatest asset. I'm your host, Shannon, and I'm going to guide you through the strategies and insights you need to build a website that not only attracts, but converts. Let's dive in.
The Starbucks CEO just did something that's going to piss you off, but it's going to make him more money. What he ended up doing is simplifying the menu. In other words, you have less options now when you go to Starbucks. Why? He wants you to be in and out in less than 4 minutes, so that way the lines move faster. And here's an interesting study on why he did this. It's not just because he wants the lines to move faster. Back in 2000, Columbia and Stanford did a study together. We're at a supermarket, they showed consumers 24 jams. They put them on a table. The next day, they also showed jams at the supermarket, but instead of 24, they only showed 6 options. Guess which one generated more sales? It was actually when they reduced options and only showed 6 jams versus 24. When you show people too many options, they can't decide what they want, and you actually generate less revenue and your conversions go down versus if you gave people less options. Moral of the story, less is more. You don't want to have 0 options, but you also don't want to have 20 or 30 options. Just provide a few options and you'll see your conversions go up.
Okay, so I love this message and I completely agree with everything that he's saying. Obviously, it also has the studies to back it up. So this is truth and fact when it comes to marketing your business. But we've seen this in real time across multiple different businesses and industries' websites. When they come to us and they have way too much information, way too many services, way too many offers on their website, presenting that and all of the different options to their prospects, they are going to see generally a lower conversion rate. So when you're creating a strategy for your website, you don't need to stuff all of this information down your consumer's throat. You need to prioritize what your main key services are, your biggest sellers, those things that people are actively looking for, and look at your sales process as a whole. I've also applied this to my business as well. Before the middle of 2024, we were offering a range of different services and presenting all of those options to people that were interested in working with us and during the sales process, and the customer journey was a little bit disjointed. When I stopped doing that and instead offered one core key service, or what I call our signature offer, that solves a specific problem for our target market, our sales have doubled and the growth of my business just keeps going up. This can be applied to any type of business, and it isn't just in the actual products and services that you're offering. It's the way that this information is presented on your website and throughout your marketing. If you try and market 100 different services, even if there are 100 different ways for people to work with you, it will muddy your message. It won't be clear how you can help people. And as a result, you're not going to get as many conversions as if you were to clarify or simplify what it is that you do and the key services that you want to present as the ones that people are actively searching for and want to purchase. Now, I know it can be tempting to put all of the different options and offers and services and ways to work with you on your website because you don't want to miss out or, not be able to let people know that you have different ways to work with you. But the truth is that people have decision fatigue. And just like the example of the jams, 24 jams on the shelf gets a 3% conversion rate, whereas 6 jams get a 30% conversion rate when consumers are trying to pick or select which type of jam they want to purchase. And the same goes for your business. So if you're thinking about getting a website created and you do have a number of different services and you don't know which ones you actually want to present on there's 2 things that you can do to group or categorize things or prioritize them based on what's going to be most effective to present on the website. The first thing is to know what people are actively searching for. So understanding what your consumers are looking for actively through Google and other search engines will allow you to know what you should prioritize on your website, because if no one's searching for something, then there's probably no point having it on the website, because it may be just something that you would generally add on to another core service. Now, this doesn't mean that you don't have to mention it at all. It may just be, something that's mentioned on a single service page for a core service that people are actively searching for. But the first thing is to know what your customers or potential customers are actually looking for. What has the most volume? What's the most popular thing that people are putting into Google and other search engines when they're looking for businesses like yours? That's the first thing to know. The second thing is to look at your sales process or buyer's journey. Now, like I just mentioned, you might have a service that is just an add-on to a main core service. So having its own individual page and presenting it as a main offer or service on your website may be overkill. So if you look at where most of your customers come in, for example, with us, most people that work with us are looking for a website, but what we do is so much more. We do all of our clients' advertising, marketing, systems and processes, strategy. But if we were to present all of those things as individual services across our website, it really kind of muddies the water and isn't clear as to what we actually do. So we do have our website marketing system, but most people are actively searching for website design services, and they may or may not be aware of the benefits of those traffic strategies and the systems behind the scenes as well. So what we primarily present ourselves to be is a website design agency, which is a big part of what we do, but isn't the only thing. Let's say, for example, you are a solar company. So you install and maintain solar panels for residential properties. Now, you may have a number of other services. You may do solar panel cleaning. You may do solar panel repairs. But you find that most people that come in looking for your services are actively looking for solar panel installations. Now, presenting all of the different ways that you could service the solar panels after they're installed needs to be prioritized, because there could be multiple different ways that you do that. But if you want to get the best results, the most traffic and the most conversions, you're probably best to focus on solar panel installations as the primary or core service that you're going to sell when someone comes into your business. Now, this is just one small example, and it will depend on what your business does and what you sell. But the two ways that you can prioritize what you want to display on your website and with your marketing is to know what people are searching for and look at your business as a system, a sales process, and a buyer's journey that people go through, knowing that you want to focus on the things that get the most customers in the first place, and then you can sell the other services off the back of that, and then prioritize what information is presented on the website based on what those priorities are. So don't get stuck thinking that the more information, the better. Generally with these type of things, less is more. And just like at the beginning of this episode when I showed you that video, it has been proven that the less options you give your prospect, the more likely they are to buy. So I hope this has been helpful in giving you a little bit of insight as to why less is more. You don't need to overwhelm people, and how you can prioritize what services to present on your website if you have multiple ways to work with you. So if you want support in applying these strategies and to get a website that converts, meaning that it actually helps you grow and scale your service-based business in 2025 by generating consistent online leads and sales, then you can book a free 45-minute one-on-one website marketing game plan call with me through the link in the description. But I hope this episode has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for listening to Websites That Convert. If you found value in this episode, please give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Follow us on all social media. And if you're a service-based business owner that's looking to double their website conversions, book a call with my team using the link below. I'll see you in the next episode.